Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and I'm back to playing an old school deck, an old school way, and that's Monarchs. Playing it with the old Swap Frog, Treeborn Frog combo, and we're trying to still find use for what's turning into the now useless Neos. He lost Keeper, so he can't be an archetype all his own. He can, but he won't be anywhere near as good. Really rough times. But this is an old deck I used to run way back when Mobius was brand new. But now it still works generally the same. Like, this deck is so old. When I made this deck, Neos wasn't banned. I was using 3 Neos fusions. But now we're only using 2. It's still the same because we still have 3 Swap Frog and 2 Neos fusion. This is, and I guess Treeborn Frog himself. These are all the ways, the 6 ways to get Treeborn Frog in your graveyard. Then we have some Seer Karibo and some Quackimiru Ice, and those are our first turn plays. Everything else is big boy monsters, and we're even using Draw Sense high level, so we really want these big boys. We got a brand new Monarch, Caius, the Shadow Monarch. If this card is tribute summon, target 1 card on the field. Banish that target. If you do, inflict 500 damage of your to your opponent if it is a dark monster. Now this card would have been meta, guys. This card could have made Monarchs meta if he came out when, like, Zaborg came out, or maybe Mobius. I don't know about Mobius. But if he came out when Zaborg came out, it would have been meta, because you could target back row, you're banishing. It works for a much, much better monster. It's like the best summon you can have in your Monarch deck now. So we're also using Jinzo. He poses as a Monarch. Very similar stat line, not exactly the same, but he works for us. Now, why have I muscled in Quackimiru Ice to this deck? Because Swap Frog is really our true engine. Swap Frog, you'll special summon him by discarding a water, and then he will discard Treeborn Frog from the deck into your graveyard. Why is Treeborn Frog so important? Once per turn during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you do not control Treeborn Frog, you can special summon this card. You must control no spell or trap cards to activate and resolve this effect. So we only have Neos fusions. We're never going to control that for Treeborn Frog. So he's always going to be able to come back every standby phase. That gives us endless single tributes of this boy who will banish a monster or back row, Mobius who hits 2 back row, and Zaborg who hits 1 monster. Now Jinzo negates all traps. Quackimiru Ice is a water for Swap Frog. That's also why Mobius is so important, because he's water for Swap Frog. So Swap Frog's really the man. But you can just normal summon him and still get your Treeborn Frog if you have, say, some Seer Karibos, and you're still safe for a turn. But other than that, guys, Neos still has a place in this deck. This deck would be pretty good if we just pretend like Duel Links isn't just a bunch of Sheer Nui. If you just pretend like Sheer Nui don't even exist and stuff like that, this deck's actually pretty good. But in reality, you know, you're just gonna get steamrolled by Sheer Nui and stuff. But still super fun deck. I love Monarchs. We have Monarchs and now Thunder Dragons back. They're not as strong as they really should be. Konami won't let them be strong, but it's still super, super fun to play them. So I had a ton of fun with this deck. It's definitely a deck I'll play around with still. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing another Crow. Going second. Let's see what our boys got first. He's using some Dark Magician stuff. We got a Swap Frog, Mobius, and Quackimiru Ice, so we can special summon him. And we have our Caius. We're fighting Black Wings. He's starting with Simoon, searching a Gale. Now he normal summons a Chris. That's going to give him another search. He searches a Zephyros. Summons that Gale. That's 1 synchro summon of a Raikiri. Now he summons a Squall. That's Hawk Joe. Accidentally used Squall to move his boy to defense. That will come back to bite him in the end. Or maybe it won't. So then he brings out his Simoon. No problem for us. So we use our Swap Frog to throw away a Mobius, special summon himself, gets our Treeborn Frog ready to go, and then he returns himself to his hand. We're going to normal summon Quackimiru Ice. So So that's another thing Swap Frog can do. He can return a frog monster from your field to your hand, or I think any monster, and then it's just return any monster from your hand or from your field to your hand. Then you could summon another frog monster if you want, but we just wanted him in our hand for more Quackimiro Ice destruction. So he can just keep going, guys. I throw away 3 from my hand, hit him for 1900. Why am I so bold? Even if he has 1 card, even if we take a bit of damage, that's going to be a draw sense high level. We already have Treeborn Frog going. He does not have an immediate synchro, so we're just going to take a little bit of damage. That's going to be enough for draw sense high level. That's why we run draw sense high level, guys. Treeborn's always going to be there. We get the perfect high level in Zaborg. Zaborg's going to destroy Zephyros on summon, then swing over this little 1800 Midnight Sun, or 800 Midnight Sun, and hit for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing the edgy Jayden, who's all confident and in control and stuff. Now we're going first. Poor boy's gonna catch a rank down from these Monarchs. No sleever map for him. Start with a Swap Frog and a Neos Fusion, plus 2 Sphere Karibos. This is why you run draw sense high level. So we use the Neos to dump this Treeborn Frog. We don't have to use the Swap Frog just yet. Our opponent sets 1 back row. 3 Sphere Karibos. That brings out our Treeborn Frog. We're going to normal summon Swap Frog, get rid of another Swap Frog just to thin the deck. Now we're swinging at the boy, shows us a Kiteroid. He takes the damage from the little Swap Frog. That triggers Miracle Fusion time. He draws Miracle Fusion, I assume. Brings out a Poly Solid Soldier, pretty cool. And then brings out a Stratos. Adds another Stratos. Activates that Miracle Fusion, brings out a Great Tornado, getting rid of his own Kiteroid. Lowers all our attacks, but we stop that boy. I won't stop that boy. We stop the Tornado, don't stop the Stratos. Draw sense high level, guys. That's why you want it. Now we get a Mobius. Mobius is going to destroy that back row. It's a Floodgate, though, so he will get use out of it. But that's okay. Still plenty of high level monsters to swing into, and of course, plenty of Sphere Karibo to keep that Tornado at bay. So he's going another Stratos and a Stratos. Destroys our Neos. Now I didn't use Neos Fusion Destruct because I thought I'd be able to take some damage for another draw sense high level. Obviously Tornado is lethal, so that was a misplay. I should have used the Neos Fusion Protection, but it doesn't matter because we bring the Zaborg out with the Treeborn Frog, destroy the Tornado, swing into a Stratos. We're doing just fine. He has to set and retreat to defense position. Top deck our boy Caius, the Shadow Monarch. Now we get to banish that face down. Even the face down, guys. We can banish the back row, banish a face down, whatever we need. He's showing us another Kiteroid. Normal summons that 3rd and final Stratos he searched into. Now he's going into a Solid Soldier. He's gonna mass change his Stratos. That's gonna lower one of our attacks. Lowers the Caius. But we hit him with the last Sphere Karibo. He's probably really tired of seeing Sphere Karibo. We're gonna use our Treeborn Frog just because we could have normal summoned Quackimiro Ice and hit him for lethal. But we're in no hurry. We have full control of the field, so we'll let him do his thing. Brings out a Solid Soldier. Swings into Caius. Get a Neos Fusion. No 2 Neos though. I only run 1 Neos, so we don't even summon 2. But we normal summon our Quackimiro Ice that time and finish the duel. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's the Jack Atlas. Going second. He's looking to rank up. Will not catch that. Using a Turbo Duel and a Unity sleeve with a Turbo Duel map. So we have 2 Zaborg. We have a Swap Frog we're bringing out with Quackimiro Ice. We're going to throw our Treeborn Frog. We're going to normal summon Zaborg. That's going to destroy that monster. It's Shiranui. Now he's got a bad aim. We're using Neos Fusion. He's got a bad aim our Zaborg. That's okay. Throw away another Swap Frog. Really thinning that deck out. Now we just hit him for 2600. We just want Swap Frogs all in the graveyard. Have just Sphere Boys and big monsters drawn into. It'll be perfect. Here he's using Solitaire. Goes into a Spectral Sword, but that's not going to be enough. Here comes Treeborn Frog. Guess who we're going to use? We go with Jinzo. Now he did have delays. All of a sudden he had no delays. Was probably counting on that trap card to really save him. But here comes Jinzo just to eat him up. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. Going first. Starting with a Jinzo, we got our boy Treeborn Frog right in the hand, so we don't need any tricks to get him in that graveyard. Just got a way to turn. Here our boy's summoning Amazonas. Pretty funny duel. Amazonas with a Power the Guardian, so it is a little tricky to get over, but we definitely have the means to do it. But first, shut him down. He had massive delays. He was delaying my standby phase crazy. But we bring out Jinzo, and now there's no delay. Obviously, he would have an Amazon card and just another trap card. But we're going to stop him with that Sphere Void. No destroying our Jinzo. Has to end his turn. Remember, Treeborn Frog's coming right back, guys. That means Caius is coming right after the Jinzo. We just had to lead with the Jinzo to get rid of all those traps. And it did exactly that. Now with Treeborn Frog, guess what, guys? That's lethal. We have the 1000 damage coming over that 1400, 2400, that's 600 life points left. Finish him off with our little boy Swap Frog normal summon. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus Seto Kaiba. We're going first, of course. He's using Ultimate Dragon, so 26 cards though. Starting with the Swap Frog, we have a Mobius and Quackimiro Ice to special summon the boy. We're gonna throw away that Treeborn Frog, then just leave our boy out there in defense. Here it's Lightsworn. Now, Lightsworn Blue Eyes, he swung into us. Would have been better to put our Swap Frog back to the hand, taking that damage. But that's okay. We top deck a Neos. Definitely not what we want. But we get to normal summon Caius. Banish that boy. Hit him for 2400. Now let's see what else he's got. He's got a normal summon Illumina. Then Master with Eyes of Blue the Lumina to bring out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's bringing out the new one, no less. We know that because we get the new cutscene. Just check it out for a moment. Swinging at Caius, destroying Caius, but that's okay. He only has 1600 life points left. And you know what we got? We have our boy Quackimiro Ice. We're gonna burn our Neos. Very risky move, but his back row was all bluffs, so we finish him off no problem. Love this deck, guys. This deck is so much fun. It's pretty consistent. It's pretty focused. It would have been really good 2 years ago. It would have been a very strong deck. But right now with Sheer Nui and Witchcrafters, Blue Eyes, Card Courier, there's a lot of other stuff really holding it down. So it's not the greatest, but boy is it fun. And it's right there. It's still a competitive deck. Very lovely stuff. So if you like Monarchs, don't give up on them entirely. If you have Swap Frog, pretty much do it, because Swap Frog's super random, but this actually gives them use. Swap Frog and Mobius, that was pretty important to this. Obviously Treeborn Frog too. But yeah, still love the deck. Jinzo's MVP. Caius definitely core to it now, just like the Zaborgs. So yeah, Monarchs, guys. Nice revisit. Hope you enjoy.